Well, hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to this live edition Tuesday. My name is Brett with MusicMedia. Thank you again for joining me. This is a Tuesday. It's early, super early. But needless to say, I'm happy and excited to be here to talk to you guys. And yes, a lot of happenings this week already out the gate. I'm telling you, technology is ever changing, ever growing, and we're all in the midst of it, right in the thick of it. So thank you guys for joining. If you are watching the replay for the first time, please comment that. Let me know in the comments. Also, as you're coming in, let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate everybody's support. And we're going to get right started, right into the news of, more specifically, AI and technology and how things are, man, I'm telling you, things are moving fast, super fast. Before I get into that, I put out a short the other day talking about the Samsung Galaxy G, I believe it's the S25, not the G, the S25. It's supposed to be releasing this year. I was sort of comparing that to the iPhone 17 that's also supposed to be released this year. And guys, I'm telling you, these phone wars are something else. Like, just the comparison, the communities that are out there, that, man, it is big business, because people are always looking for the latest and greatest phone. Like, I don't it amazes me. I think within 7 hours I already had like 5,000 views. So yeah, it just was like crazy movement. And I mean, I'm not a big phone person. Of course, I have a phone. I'm on a phone now, obviously, but the phone I have is an iPhone 15, and I'll probably have this phone for at least another two years, literally. But yeah, it's just people can't get enough talking about the latest phones out here. I don't really understand. So anyway, but yeah, this week's news just started out with AI technologies, and we've got this company in China, developer company. You probably have seen it come across your news feed. And this developer company is called Deepseek. And Deepseek is developing, I wouldn't call it alternate AI technology. It's the same. It's also, it pretty much rivals ChatGPT and NVIDIA. And so they've been able to create AI technology that rivals these AI companies that are out here already. And within, 1 to 2 months, they've already literally become the competition for these other companies. And it literally was a big deal yesterday. I mean, the stock market was affected as a part of it. Just utter chaos. Technology stocks got hit. I even think Bitcoin took a hit. But there's a few things going on with Bitcoin right now. And I'm not really here to talk about stocks and crypto and cryptology and all of those things, but I'm here to just let you know it's gonna be a wild ride. Like, it's gonna be a wild ride this year, and you can expect things to ramp up as we get closer to the spring. AI technology is the future. One thing I do want to say in terms of AI technology is we do have to sort of be careful, and not even be careful, but pretty much, in my opinion, where we're going with AI technology in the future, like my children's children, future generations of AI technology, AI is going to write our history, and they're going to be, it's basically our history is going to be written by a computer. It's already being written now, and it's kind of scary to think about that, but that's the reality of where we are and where we're going, and it's up to us. I really feel wholeheartedly that podcasts that actually tell the truth are going to be the real, it's going to be the real facts to stand out, because AI is pretty much going to tell you what to do, how to live, where to go, what to work on, and it's already doing that to a certain extent. So kind of scary to think about that, but yeah, Deepseek is like taking the technology world by storm. Now, like I said, Deepseek is Chinese developer who has kind of been under wraps. Like, it just literally just hit public literally this weekend, I think. It wasn't, I had not heard anything about it. Like, a lot of people are talking about the Deepseek project, or Deepseek project. It's not Deepseek, and how this project is already rivaling AI projects, the chips. They're just, yeah, it's just it's a whole nother ball game of competition for these technology products, and so as a result, on Monday, the stock market just plummeled. I mean, I think Nvidia took like a 4% hit or whatever. And while I do have an Apple channel, I do videos, I have to keep my fingers on the pulse of what's going on, because I don't know if you know, but it could get scary. It could get really serious, and just going forward with how things are going here, and I'm in the U.S. by the way. I'm in the U.S., so could really get serious. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. We are live, and I'm actually headed out, so let me know where you're watching from. I am actually on the East Coast of the U.S., so yeah, it's been a crazy week of technology advances, and if you don't already know, I've explained this in the past. So technology, AI technology is obviously generative. They are, and already are, working on intelligence products to mimic the human's 5 senses. So your sense of smell, your sense of touch, your sense of taste. I don't even know how they're going to do the taste. Like, it's like they're going to train a robot to have human qualities and how to taste, which is kind of weird, because I'm like, I don't want an AI robot like having, because we all have different tastes of food, like, but the sense of smell, all of these technologies will be out very soon. So if you don't think it's getting real, I'm telling you, it's absolutely getting real. So just be on the lookout, man. as we move further into this year. In the meantime, I purchased a new an iMac computer for what I'm doing is I'm starting to transfer some of my programs over from my old iMac because I work a lot in Adobe software, InDesign, also Premiere, and my computer was, I was running out of hard drive space, so it was really kind of affecting my work. Like I could see the computer like getting a little slow. It's getting a little slow, and so I ended up purchasing another iMac. I bought this iMac used off of eBay. I talked about it on my previous video. So I'm just transitioning over, and so here is a tip from me to you. When you're working in projects, if you have a project that you're in the middle of, it's probably best to finish that project. And let me say this: if you would like to purchase a new computer, never do it in the middle of your work and of a project unless you're absolutely sure that all the files and all the apps will be transferable. Because a lot of times what happens is when you get over into a new computer, you end up having different software updates. So I'm kind of in the middle of projects. I mean, I still have some smaller projects, but I know that like they're not going to be as affected by me purchasing this new Mac. So I'm actually in the middle of like, I've signed in with my Apple ID. I've downloaded a couple of the apps that I use for my business, and try to keep it as seamless as possible, man. As seamless as possible. I don't really have time to just be without, I used to have I had a friend back in the day who every time something new came out, like it was like he was always researching, always trying to figure out how to get the most up-to-date piece of computer technology that he could. And while it's fun to sort of stay on top of things, but you really can't. At some point you have to sort of say, okay, I'm going to stick with what I have. It's working. It's going to work for me. I'm not going to be distracted by new toys and all the shiny objects of how technology just sort of distracts you, because it's really a time waster, right? And that's why I like Apple so much, because I can literally I can purchase any sort of Apple product used, and within 5 to 7 years old, and it worked perfectly. Like I don't have any problem whatsoever, and I can continue to use it without having to worry about, is it going to work for me? Is it going to be a hindrance to my workload? So, yeah, just a quick tip, like, another tip is to be organized. Like, you gotta be organized. Gotta be organized. It's really not gonna matter if you're not organized in your work and you don't have some sort of system. It's easy to get your desktop cluttered, files disorganized all over the place. But I've learned over the years, like, especially if you're working in multiple projects, the more projects you work, the more organized you have to be. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's like a tips video maybe, but I mean, I really feel passionate about this. Organize your files when you save. Make sure you save the same way. Make sure you save more than once. Like, don't get caught with the corrupted file. Believe me, I have gotten caught and stuck dead in the water, not being able to work or function because the file that I was using, I was heavily, you never should be so heavily dependent on the files that you're working on. Just assume it's gonna be corrupted, or assume it's gonna not work or mess up, or something's gonna happen. So you must have a backup. Have a backup for your backup. But yeah, organization is just that's just the key. Like organizing your files, and it just really, it speaks to the pride that you have in your work. Because if you don't have any pride in your work, like your work it's just gonna be what it is. It's not gonna matter as much how you present your work and what it comes out to be, because you just have files everywhere. That's one thing I can't stand is a cluttered desktop. My desktop on my old computer has gotten a little out of hand just because I'm cleaning house and transferring files over to my new computer. Now I've sort of let it go. I mean, I've probably got 3 or 4 rows and columns of files and apps and stuff being saved, but like every so often, it's always good to clean house. I mean, that's what you do with your normal house. Like nobody wants to sit and clutter. I have a real hard time with clutter. Like I can't think, I can't process. Like my workspace has to be clean, because it's back to what I was saying before. You're distracted. It's just distractions all over the place, and yeah, it's just not a cool thing. So yeah, just admonishing you, reminding even myself, the key to this is organization. I don't want to program an AI software organizing my stuff for me. I'd rather do it on my own. I'll get the help that I can. By the way, like who uses, how much are y'all using AI and ChatGPT? I mean, I don't go 2 hours without using mine. When I tell you, I am on that thing constantly and consistently, because it's just like having an assistant, literally. So, but yeah, I'm saying that all to say that I'm appreciative for everybody. Please stay tuned for what I have going on, the stuff that's coming up. I've been talking about this newsletter that I'm just about finished with, that I'm going to release, and it's going to provide you with tips. Everybody at some point in their life is looking for a computer, or they're looking for software, and sometimes it's really hard to try to figure out what you need to purchase. So I'm going to be here to assist and to help you guys. And don't forget to, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. If I don't catch it in the chat, leave it in the comment section of the video. For those of you that are watching for the first time, thank you. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. Go check out my videos on my channel. I currently, I probably have at least over 400 and some videos. So you got plenty of material, plenty of content to watch that you can binge watch. 15 to 20 hours easy, probably 30 to 50 hours, way more than that, but I'm just kind of ballparking, because most people are gonna watch and binge watch what they want to see, and it's not everybody watches the same content and retains or listens to same stuff. So sort of a good thing to have diverse content. So appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you soon. Alrighty.